Leave the like and you sign up, because if you don't, you will get the spin in the streets block. That's a good curse. The source in the streets block will change. Okay guys, because it's a real prediction. Okay, something has changed here in the source in both the last moments of the block ruins, recent events there in the latest updates such as diet and now the craft update. Okay guys, 2 updates of our beloved Fleeching Tanto. It's very different, not only different, but how will it change? Okay guys, actually.
It was supposed to have changed this authorization of gravity update, but somehow it doesn't seem to be the same yet, but there is something strange happening to it. In fact, what will happen, right guys? And all of this is connected to the mysterious entity that uses the power of gravity Hework. Okay, we still don't know who this villain is. Okay, guys from Block Street there, but he exists, he is real, and he practically works with mysterious scientists. Okay, he's not anybody connected to, I don't know, Ozof and Hippie Indra, King Rediad, or the Eolis. Okay, he seems to be the mother entity outside of that, an entity that we don't really understand what it could be, but it could be connected, you know guys, you know what, with the sale, the rework, and the hydras. Okay, so it's almost certain that in the next authorization, it's almost time that in the next authorization, now there will be a change of so much where in some way there will be maybe a rework to go by itself. It's like there was a comport with the Great 3 and also the island of Hydra. Well, you know that at Nayeti there are guys at Yeti's 15th show, right? There was the whole presentation of the Yeti herself and how she was. He froze Flatintorta. We know that he had all that animation where Flatintorta winked there, right? She was kind of surprised. She was scared. Yeti was a little too naughty. These guys for us, dear. A giant turtle here. She's alive. The turtles. So she has life. The guys, this is bizarre, right? I even think that if you move away a little like this, oh, you see that there are eyes here. Okay, it's a bit crazy. Okay, but the whole Flatin is really 11 giant turtles. Unfortunately, from the animated one, right? You're not as excited as I wanted me to be in Creaticinas there, especially Yeet and Graft, okay?
But the guys really had something official here. It's in Bulletin 1 on the block push in that part. Right here, Turtle Island under siege by falling stars, right? It's the skies over Turtle Island were anything but normal. Fire meteors are falling, shaking the ground before they disappear without a trace, right? Residents claim that it appears heavier, as if the island itself is changing. Okay guys, it's not for nothing that Flores is doing so much. She's there in the last moments and videos too, especially from Edupai.
And now from the Graft update, it is changing. It is the main island of C3, so it makes sense for it to be changed, which is one of the places where players stay the most. It's all over the outfruits there, hundreds of thousands of players. Most of them are in Flut Dunton, in the C2 cafe, in the mansion there, in the C1 jungle. So it's mainly the C2 cafe there. And of course, the Fangtitasao in general is the mansion and all that there. So it's an island. Okay, guys, it's going to be changed, okay? Because if the port was changed, so was Hydra and the Great 3. Funcinal will also be changed, but it's a giant island of people who have things to do. Dam here, right? It really has a lot of things. It was an island that it was added to, one of practically the island that was where more things were added, okay? There is a mythical sword for you to take the course of Al-Qatan here in the ritual. There is also a fighting style, or you like Numa. There is a little place here also in the mansion. There is how will you do everything. Okay, guys, it's a gigantic island, okay, which has more interactions, right? So really a complete rework of it would not only change these things, but would change a lot of things too, right? And then it comes in, guys, this entity there, right? Because you can see that it appeared. In the craft update, in the trailer at the beginning, it's in those initial crescents, as it is, let's say, the precursor to the end of the Age of Beasts is the Age of Beasts, right? Which was an era that lasted 2024, beginning of 2025 now too, especially also at the end of 2023. So all this part there, this whole era, was the era of authorizing earn fruits here in the game and also reworks, right? We know this. Launched Parapakitsur, which I'm using here now, also launched the multi-is T-Rex, now Eagle 2, and of course, a dragon, huh? So the update strike was kind of a way of saying that the Age of Beast has come to an end, and whoever did it was this fruit user. Strike. Okay guys, this man, I don't really know who he is, right? I don't have much idea either. I just know. He was apparently working together with the mystery scientist, and he was doing experiments with him. Now strange scientific experiments, right? With our beloved mysterious scientist, and he betrayed him. The mysterious scientist is the man, the gravity man, and apparently managed to catch the improved abilities of the strike. Then he kind of betrayed, managed to make mutations in himself and became super powerful. Okay guys, after that he went, I don't know whether to seek revenge or simply destroy him. He still said there was so much at once, okay? That's how you understood the context, right? I think it's revenge. I think it's revenge against the beasts, okay? Probably he had something against, I don't know, beasts in general, right? Like dragons and mammoths, Zet, hackers and kitsunes, and went to destroy them all in the place where there were more beasts too. Most concentrated people, right? Mostly. Block reads is Florching Turton, right? We can see that in Bulletin 3, guys, the mystery of the meteor has been solved, right? Come on, let's review a little bit here. Oh, the skies are literally falling, right? Violent meteor accidents have been associated with the rogue user of the Fruit of Gravity, right? Classified as a Class X threat. I didn't even know I had a class, right? I had even forgotten that. Government forces urgently seek their capture to avoid gravitational chaos, right? And protect the islands from more meteor attacks, right? Recent intelligence had a shocking betrayal. Rogue user gained gravitational powers, yes. Advance. Mendes Alves was trusted by a renowned scientist for cesarean sections, secret experiments, all that I have already told you now, right? These undelayed modifications granted to users' abilities, never before witnessed, right? Posing an existential threat far beyond initial estimates. Well, we can see a little bit of him there, okay? Guise of appearance, it leaves the user himself, that he has this mask. He also has some paintings on his body, okay? And this tunic, right? Around him too, okay? It looks like a lot of guys see with Zidra, okay? There's a half footprint. But it's also a footprint of Tickle's Post itself, right? Of the population there, right? Because these tattoos, guys, in the form of marks of things on the body are people from Tickle's Post, so the NPCs there have these characteristics. But he also has characteristics of Hydra, these guys, the purple comparison, and also this mark on his forehead, okay? And you know that I've even made the video analyzing it, right? The Gravity trailer, we can see these guys on the back on the cover, right? Of this Gravity user, something written on it, okay? He was there facing all the UN's fruit users and was... Written Bumpy may be an acronym for something that I also don't know what it is, but it was written precisely there to appear to be evident that acronym is there. So if he betrayed the mysterious scientist, okay guys, to be able to get these powers from Gravity, only improved, okay? And who is from this acronym also resembling Hydra, okay? He probably went to seek revenge against the beasts, which must be connected here too with all this Hydra parading and everything. And he's probably connected to something with the blindfold or some hell work, okay? The Venya work guys are probably connected to this user who is also connected to Zidra, okay, because we know that we are now having a war between the Drakons and Zidra. We are helping the Drakons, right? That's when your Epitza dragon we do was kind of thank you, because technically the Draculi are the good side of this story. I don't know if they're the good side or the evil side. Anyway, we are helping the Dracos because we got skills here from them, as I am too. We did all the missions here in relation to the Dracos, so probably the Zidra will look for a way to have revenge with this, okay guys? And this Gravity user, the Real Work Sales user too, maybe they're connected, okay? Maybe they're connected, huh? All these guys are from the Aeolians. Yeah, I think it's the Aeolians. I don't know if it's the Aeolians or not. Okay, guys? So far, I haven't been able to properly identify who the Zidra are. There's the Draco. We're already connected, right? It's the off here, the Dragon Wizard, and everything else. Yeah, all here. But Zidra is confusing, right? I confess that I don't have much information either. I don't know very well about them. But probably this Gravity user is linked to this, okay? Somehow he sought revenge against the users of the Fruit of the Beasts. It's kind of to end the beasts in general, right? That's why he uses a Gravity fruit, not a Zuam type fruit. Because... And somehow or other, he doesn't like beasts, right, guys? Well, the next bulletin is being made. For those who don't know, Overdrive is there on his Twitter. Yeah, he made an old Twitter. It's on the 21st of April now. So it was last month that he was drawing. Guys there. Approximate sketch made by a civilian close to what happened at the headquarters, in the headquarters of the Block Truat's bulletin, right? Showing a drawing of how it was there. Like, it was before the attack, right? The headquarters meteor. So it was a meteor that destroyed, guys, the headquarters of Block Truat's. Huh? And for those who use Boverdrive is the one who makes the bulletins. Yes, it's just you finalize his art style is the same as the bulletins. Isn't he the one who does it? Okay, he probably made a preview there, Po. He made a joke. But in relation to that, right? Well, very interesting. There's a next bulletin. Okay, you didn't... Okay, guys. the last event then, until this event was like after the attack, there's so much Flostin that the user of Gravity did. He apparently destroyed OQG of Noticias Blockfurt. Yes, OQG was destroyed, guys. There was simply a destruction. Okay, guys, he is a villain. Very classic. He left destroying. In everything, okay, apparently it was destruction that occurred in several places, but the place where it was really destroyed the most, and that he focused on was the flower so much. In some way, he has 11 anger. Okay, guys, for everyone, they were there, right? To the point that he decided to destroy everything, okay? And I even wonder who is the creation user who was fighting with him. You know who Chapdev is, but who is he in the story, guys? This is also a question that I get, right? But, well, who is the Blox was destroyed? What are we going to do now? I don't know. Let's wait for the next bulletin to be done, be announced, for us to be... a little more news in relation to former user of Gravity, because he is the villain. He is 11 boss. We don't know if he will be a hardboxing being released there, because who was released was Taking Celso. It wasn't him. So Taking Celso was another guy. It was another story happening in The Aunt with Sport. This story that she is more main, let's say it like this, right? And maybe he's even connected with the new Tetraminas material, right, guys? Who knows? We don't need to defeat him to get the Tetraminas because he was fighting there with Chavdev, so they're all kind of connected, right? Maybe it's also beauty, but that's it. You have enjoyed doing right, did you? Let me finish. I think it's a long way behind forgetting to subscribe to my channel too. Theories below is your theory that I'm curious to read too, so I think it will be very interesting for us to think here together about this idea that what is happening, that what is going to happen with the new speech of So Much, what that will be changed in it. I'm also healing to find out how she will be in the future. That's it, we're together, and he talked.